Welcome to the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce's Weekly Buzz. I'm Clint Williams, and today we have Debbie Giulio from the City of Rocky Mount to talk to us about the Eastern Carolina BBQ Throwdown. Today's episode of the Chamber Buzz is sponsored by Roger G. Taylor and Associates. Let's take a look at what's going on around our community.
We're out here today at iMart Express here in the, what is this, Cobb Corners? It's known as Cobb Corners Shopping Mall, to celebrate the grand opening of iMart Express. Great crowd out here today. I'm Teresa Pinto. I'm president for the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce. Always pleased to come out and celebrate when we have one, new members that join our organization, and two, people that open businesses, provide services to our residents, and that's exactly what we're excited to have you out here providing services. And I understand it's classes in about an hour or so, most classes. So that's a great service. That's something new for us here. And we just want to welcome you and let you know that anything we can do as chamber staff, we're all available to you. You put us on retainer, so if you have any questions, concerns, you already know Ken Cheston, our membership rep, and the rest of us on staff are happy to have you and make ourselves available to assist you any way we can. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Ken Cheston, our membership representative. Ken comes over.
Thank you, Teresa. I just want to welcome iMart Express to our community, and I look forward to you all being engaged in the community and to be a part of Rocky Mount. Thank you.
And we're going to turn it over to you, give you an opportunity to give us a little background on the business.
We're excited to be serving this community. I'm Dr. Soey. This is Dr. Paul, our head optician here at the Rocky Mount location. We're real excited about serving the community and the surrounding areas with exceptional eye care and honestly glasses in less than an hour. Huh, Paul?
Yep.
And real excited to be here.
Good. And with that, we encourage you to stop on down, say hello to the doctors, welcome them to the community, and hey, come out and see if they can give you your glasses in under an hour.
Put you guys on the spot there, huh?
And we're here with Debbie Giulio with the City of Rocky Mount to talk about the Eastern Carolina BBQ Throwdown this October. Debbie, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
We've been talking about barbecue for a few years. She and I worked together a little bit on this, so I have a little bit of an inside track. But talk about the event. When is it?
The event's going to be October 11th and 12th. That's coming up in about 2.5 weeks.
So that's a Friday and a Saturday.
Friday to Saturday. Friday starts at noon, goes till 8 p.m. Saturday is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, and there's entertainment both days?
And I want to mention that because everybody's always wanting to hear that. Embers on Friday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Hear that? The Embers will be in Rocky Mount from 6 to 8 p.m.
Beer
Friday
garden
night.
and all that fun stuff, festival stuff
The
going
beer
on.
garden, which is beside the stage, so you can get your Embers.
Barbecue. Beer garden, barbecue, music, that's always the party on Friday night. We keep the party going on Saturday with more festival activities. 12 noon is the Main Street Band, and 3 o'clock is the Holiday Band. And then we do the award ceremony at 5.
So you've got a couple of good days of entertainment. So for those folks who are interested in the contest and so forth, there's a lot going on beside the contest.
That's correct.
But and again, this is October 11th and 12th. And it's a Friday and Saturday, so you've got a good weekend for barbecue.
That's right.
Now, give us a little history on the BBQ Throwdown, because I came into it a couple of years after the fact, and I love it. It's one of the greatest things that I've been involved with. But it started out a little inorganically.
That's right, and I don't think any of us kind of planned it,
Right.
And there's a lot more history before we even got involved in it. This event was the big Down East Festival,
Right.
and a part of the Down East Festival was the Pignacious event, which was a whole hog cooking contest. I think the chamber had been doing that for going on 10, 11 years.
Right.
I think it's the history of
And
that.
at some point, they gave it over to the police department or something like
That's
that
right.
as a fundraiser for the Fraternal Order of Police.
That's right. And that became harder and harder to do. It was a contest where you're literally getting the pigs and they're cooking them and you're chopping and you're selling barbecue. It's like a business.
Right.
So as we started to reinvent the Down East Festival and realized that barbecue was really a big part of our history and that we couldn't let that not grow and develop. So we did some research and we found out that in the United States there was these big contests going on that we were not a part of at this time. We were doing our local contest. Mm-hmm. So the big contest is a Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctioned contest. There's over 300 in the United States.
That's commonly known as KCBS now.
KCBS, and you'll hear us saying KCBS a lot. It's easier than saying that full name. What it means is instead of just the whole hog, what you're doing is you're cooking 4 categories: chicken, ribs, pork, and beef brisket. So we thought we'd do that too. So we knew how to do all those things in Rocky Mount. That's a part of our Eastern Carolina history.
Right.
And so we felt that would get us on a regional and a national level. If we decided we wanted to keep doing the whole hog, we would do it. But whole hog is very difficult for cook teams, and it's very challenging. And so this contest is designed in a more cook-friendly way, in a more contest-friendly way, and it's able to make its own money and support itself. So we thought this was a great opportunity to jump on board and do that, and now we're in our 6th year.
Well, and to clarify, this is a competition. This isn't a bunch of good old boys who necessarily get together and throw some meat on a grill. This is a true competition. There are qualities that are measured. There's judging that goes on. There's a bunch of independent judges. There's blind. Double blind.
Yep.
So there's a lot that goes on into the competition. It's serious business.
That's right.
These guys pay how much to come to the competition?
Well, they can spend, I mean, you have the guys out there in their trucks and the tents, and they're probably spending at least $500. But most people are averaging $750 to $1,500 just to be there, get there, to buy their meats, to do all the things required, to pay the fee. It's really, you know.
And how much is the entry fee for them?
The entry fee ranges from $175, and if they need more power and stuff, could go up to $400.
And just to clarify, the city is providing the space, the power, the water,
That's right.
ice. The city is doing all the hosting for this event.
That's right, and that's what their fees are paying for,
Right.
all of that stuff that we're providing, the cost of that event.
So now, again, this event's a competition. So you've got some guys who are taking this pretty seriously. Some of that is not the most publicly accessible. There's secret sauces in there, their preparation and things that are going on behind the scenes. But what else is going on? We've talked about the music and entertainment. What are the other things that the public can interact with?
Well, the KCBS contest, of course, is their contest. And in addition to that, we just decided a few years ago to do a People's Choice. Mm-hmm. What that means, that third category I was talking about, the pork, what they do is they cook more. Mm-hmm. And not all of the teams will compete in that, but probably at least half of them will compete in that. And what they do is People's Choice is you get I would say I'm a person of public. I come up and I pay my $10 and I get 10 barbecue bucks. Wow. I then take those, each buck can go around to a team that's participating, and I hand them that buck, and they give me a 2-ounce serving of chopped barbecue.
So at the end of that, you've got 20 ounces of
That's
barbecue
right.
on your plate.
So
and you as the public can judge.
That's right.
You taste it, you can say, I like it, I don't like it,
Yep.
and you do a list of order from first to worst.
And you're picking first, second, third.
Right.
I mean, you're going to pick more than that, but we pay out to first, second, third place. Mm-hmm. The teams love this because the judges and the qualified judges are doing that KCBS, but they love it when the public is judging their pork because they feel like that's, the public's doing that. Mm-hmm. That's what they like. But we were talking about this earlier. It's a lot of barbecue. So what I suggest is, and you say we have 18 teams participating, you can pay $18 and taste each one. But I tell people, if you're going to do that, get a couple of family members and some friends and share it, taste, and decide amongst each other who was the best. And vote for that because
and just to let you know, that's what I did. And my father-in-law, I took my plate. It was too much food, and I took my plate over to him, and we sat there and we each took a toothpick actually and started just eating some of the food out of it. And he didn't necessarily like the same ones I liked, but we kind of merged our scores and then wrote them down on there, and it was fun.
And the other thing you can do is it comes in a Ziploc bag, all the voting stuff in your napkins and all the things when you get your barbecue bucks. I tell people, take the barbecue, put it back in the Ziploc bag, and take it home with you.
There you go. Of course, then you get a lot of merged flavors when you do that. Because some of that stuff is really sweet, some of it's really smoky, some of it's just it.
That's right. It's a little different. It's not like just having a whole bunch of barbecue at once. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, again, the barbecue throwdown is October 11th and 12th. That's a weekend. There's plenty of entertainment and so forth. We're getting ready to go to break. When we come back from break, we'll talk a little bit more about the city's involvement in the barbecue throwdown and what else is going on. And we'll be right back here on the Chamber Buzz.
The Rocky Mount area and Tarboro Edgecombe Chambers of Commerce, along with premier sponsors Suddenly Communications, Duke Energy, and luncheon sponsor Biden Health, have partnered to bring you the 2013 Regional Business Expo. Host sponsor Nash Community College's Business and Industry Center will become Expo Central, Thursday, October 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's the event of the year, with businesses from across the region showcasing the latest trends and unique offerings, the newest models and the most current home improvement options, as well as equipment for home and business. You'll also find a wide range of services and information available to the general public and businesses alike. The 2013 Expo has something for everyone and will keep you moving in the right direction. So make plans now to take advantage of the business showcase of the year. The 2013 Regional Business Expo at Nash Community College, October 17th.
And welcome back to the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce's Weekly Buzz, sponsored by Roger G. Taylor and Associates. We do appreciate their supporting this program. And we're talking about barbecue. And one of the coolest things about this contest, again, this is a competition. There's money on the line, there's pride on the line, and there's some unique artwork on the line. But let's talk about the purse a little bit. What is at risk here? What are people trying to win?
Right. Well, there's a total purse of $20,000, so there's 58 opportunities to win. But the big deal is that the grand champion prize is $5,000.
$5,000 to cook a little bit of pig and chicken.
And second prize is, I believe, around $2,500.
$2,500,
and it goes down from there. Mm-hmm. But there's all these categories that they can win in. So yeah, they want to go home with that.
That's a big
check.
purse. That's a big motivation. $5,000.
That's right.
Now the bragging rights comes along with this piece of art we were talking about, and we're going to try to throw that up on the screen. But this trophy that the folks walk away with, and they get a lot of little trophies, but the big grand champion trophy is a piece of art. Talk a little bit about where the inspiration for that came from, and then some of the notoriety that's been built upon that.
Sure. Well, when we decided to do the barbecue throwdown, we looked at trophies, and most of them were your wood and metal type trophies that everyone sees. Mm-hmm. And we decided that what if we made a very unique trophy, might have even encouraged people to come to Rocky Mount to want to win that. At that time, we didn't know what that meant, how much that would be. So we thought about it, designed an idea, found an artist that would design a trophy for us. And what it is, this artist does blown glass, like vases. And I happened to see them in an art studio, and I said, that looks just like a flame. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, what would that would look like if we put it on, made it a trophy? So we did. We made a trophy out of that. It's not a vase. It actually looks just like blown glass.
It looks like
flame.
a tip of a flame, yeah.
And it's on a granite base, mm-hmm. and the grand prize one is probably like so tall, mm-hmm. and then the smaller ones are smaller like that. We thought, if you have they have these big, 5 foot as tall as me trophies that people
right.
get. I thought, what do you do with that after you win a grand prize? You want to show that off.
Well, and most of them, like I said, most of them look like a bowling trophy that somebody snapped the top off and put a pig on there or something like that. And if they win them, they stick them in a case in the corner.
That's
or their
right.
wife makes them put it in a
if
study somewhere.
Them.
If they let them. This is a conversation piece.
This is a piece of art.
This is a piece of art, and people want the trophy as much as they want the money.
That's right.
I mean, the folks that come up there and say, "Oh, I so wanted one of these trophies," and they don't care about the $500 they might have won. They're like, "Hey, look what I got."
And so we put just as much money and effort in the trophy as we do the actual cash prize, because the cash, goes in the bank or wherever it goes, and they use it for probably paying for meats and everything that they did. But that trophy, if you win a grand champion in one of these contests, which is really, really difficult to do, it means everything to you. So you don't want to give them a not very good trophy. You want a really nice trophy.
And this isn't just in North Carolina. We've got a grand prize winner who's up in Virginia, and talk a little bit about that and how it's brought Rocky Mount a little bit of notoriety.
This particular person's name is Tuffy Stone. He's with Cool Smoke. If you watch things on TV like the Pit Masters, which is on Destination America,
Right.
he's one of those judges. He's won a lot of contests and he's very well known. He has a restaurant in Richmond, Virginia. So one of our committee members happened to be in Richmond, Virginia, loves to go out and check out the barbecue places, and went into the restaurant. As soon as he opened the door up, he said, there's our Rocky Mount trophy sitting right there in front of his face. So these trophies get to travel around and be everywhere, and they take them with them to contests, and they're where'd you get that from?
It represents Rocky
It
Mount.
represents us, and it stands out. When they go to a contest, they have all their trophies lined up. Most of them look exactly the same. Ours is very much stands out. It's very different.
Absolutely. Now, we've got a lot of competitors coming in from across the country, and it's always exciting. This year, we've got 53 competitors.
Well, we have 53, but I hadn't told you yet, we're up to 56.
Awesome, awesome news. The last I heard, it was 53, so we're up to 56.
And that's where we're going to end up.
So we're squeezed out of space at that point.
We are, and we're packed to the brim.
Now, they're coming from all over the place. What's the furthest one that's coming?
They do, and they're all up and down the East Coast from New York into Florida. But we have a team that's been coming for 3 years now, their third year. I'm going to try to remember all these names. They're called OOPS, OOPS, which is the Outstanding Order of the Pig Society. And they're from Grand Junction.
Glad you can remember that.
They're from Grand Junction, Colorado. And
Wow.
he actually went to school at UNC, and I think he was a professor at East Carolina in his day. He's now a doctor of psychiatry, and he's moved out to Colorado. So this is a time to come back and visit and have reunions with his friends and family. And so
This is his homecoming.
This is homecoming, and he does the contest, and there's a big reunion on Sunday.
Wow. And so he drives from Colorado with his
He
cooker
does,
and
with his
everything?
cooker. Well, he doesn't do his cooker. He rents a cooker.
He rents a cooker.
He gets with some of the local guys and said, I need a cooker when I get there. And of
Gotcha.
course, they all have those. If you're a cooker, you have an extra one over
Yeah,
here on the side.
yeah. Well, excellent. So, again, this is a competition. There's a lot of pride on the line. Now, what else is going on that the public can interact with? There's activities for kids and families going on as well. This isn't just a bunch of barbecue being cooked. There's a lot for the
That's
families to come into downtown Rocky Mount, whether you're local or not, and experience the smoke.
It's a festival. Anybody who's been to a festival knows there's inflatables, there's vendors, there's food, there's funnel cakes, there's corn dogs, there's barbecue, there's bands. There's going to be a cornhole tournament that's going to be going on Friday night, and there's going to be some more of that on Saturday. I'm trying to remember all of it. The Rocky Mount Public Utilities is doing all these demonstrations that are really unique and interesting. They have their guys climbing the pole, and they show you how they rescue a guy. And don't want to miss this. They have a Plinko game this year, and I'm not sure how you do it, but if you win or whatever, you can get $100 off utility bill. So I'm playing Plinko, so there's a lot of great stuff going on.
For folks, definitely who pay the city utility bills and can get $100 off, that's a good prize right there.
So you remember Plinko, you put the thing.
Price is Right thing where it falls down. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And again, a lot of activities for the family to come down and have a good time. Why does the city do this?
There's a few reasons we do this. Of course, the festival got started as a downtown event. That was to bring people to downtown Rocky Mountain, to the core of our core part of our city. And that's never changed, is to bring people to downtown Rocky Mount. But as times have changed, and economy has changed and things have changed, we've needed festivals to also have an economic impact. And so we need to affect the region and affect the nation. And so we are, as we just talked about, Grand Junction, Colorado, and teams coming from everywhere, as well as the judges coming from places. When they come into town, they go to the hotels, they're eating at the restaurants, they're getting gas, they're doing all these things, as well as we're keeping people in town from leaving to go somewhere else, and they're spending their money in town. So it's, it just goes on, and it's just an economic impact for our town. So there's two reasons for that. We want people downtown, and we want to also make an economic impact.
Well, we're going to have at least 56 judges who are coming to town, staying in our hotels and bringing their families, and then the folks who come to the competition, some of them come in RVs, some don't, some stay in the hotels, and again bring their families. It's an amazing environment at the Throwdown. We encourage the community, come take a look at it, especially with the entertainment, a lot going on.
That's right.
We appreciate the city putting this together for us. The city, like them or love them, people have different opinions. This is one of those love thems. It really does bring a real character to Rocky Mount. This does put us on the map. This is a competition. KCBS, which is based out of Kansas City, has this as one of their premier events, one of the 25 top events that they promote each year. And it really does make North Carolina and Rocky Mount proud to have this. Eastern Carolina, barbecue Bob Milton's was, the history of it in North Carolina, especially in Rocky Mount, is certainly rich.
That's right.
And the city of Rocky Mount is continuing that tradition with the Eastern Carolina Barbecue Throwdown. Well, Debbie, we appreciate you being here and coming in to talk to us about what's going on with the city of Rocky Mount and Eastern Carolina Barbecue Throwdown.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Rocky Mount area and Tarboro Edgecombe Chambers of Commerce, along with premier sponsors Suddenly Communications, Duke Energy, and luncheon sponsor Biden Health, have partnered to bring you the 2013 Regional Business Expo. Host sponsor Nash Community College's Business and Industry Center will become Expo Central, Thursday, October 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's the event of the year with businesses from across the region showcasing the latest trends and unique offerings, the newest models and the most current home improvement options, as well as equipment for home and business. You'll also find a wide range of services and information available to the general public and businesses alike. The 2013 Expo has something for everyone and will keep you moving in the right direction. So make plans now to take advantage of the business showcase of the year. The 2013 Regional Business Expo at Nash Community College, October 17th.